Field Commanders Monisha Nataraja and Stephanie Harless of the Mount Pleasant High School Marching Band. The field is yours for Flight 3 competition.
Right there's the announcement. Thank you, conductor. That's an appropriate salute. Good for you. Boy, the Orange Brigade down there in the pit looks rough and ready. Actually, their facial expression looks a little quizzical. Come on, you're in the front of the stage. Let's look bright, happy, sunshiny.
There's security. Security is not supposed to be.
The stairway to heaven. They're going to heaven. What can be better than that? Nice job, guitar.
Good job.
Oh, yeah. Woo, boy, the pitch center moves when we add the wind, so doesn't it? Yeah, the closed voicings of the quintet there, actually it's a sextet, I guess, that really puts a greater premium on pitch accuracy in the blend. Boy, drumline kicks this really well. Mellophones are pretty insistent. You go, yeah. I'm pretty convinced, thank you. Now let's try out the balloon. Try to just be assertive, keep the airspeed consistent. The 2-beat lays down pretty well. Oh, the drum thing's cool. Yeah, they're pretty. Oh, what a stitch! Just little vignettes of the visual thing in the battery as they cross the center stage. Very hip. Interesting ambience effect you get in terms of the placement of the voices there. Yeah, if you're going to reiterate that so many times, you'd think there'd be some vices of contrast or variety to sort of propel it through time. Now, that can be subtle, but nevertheless, you don't want to feel like it's redundant. Yeah, the rhythmic counterpoint in the writing for the winds here works out pretty nice between the winds and the rhythm section in particular. And then you reintroduce some crafty little things in the battery. Pretty playful their approach to the material. They're doing a pretty nice job of pitch centering given the conditions out here. Again, the guitar texture cuts through that wind hum off. That's neat. And the tie of the alto voice and the melodic line, that's cool. Visually, I'm starting to get a little wall-eyed, though, from having to choose in the split focus. Pretty nice sense of pacing here. We'll clean off that drill rotation a little bit better. That'll be a fairly spectacular moment. You certainly increase the level of intensity to match that. Cool. Just got to be a little bit more accurate in terms of the placement of bodies in that context. But your sense of pacing and development really is strong. I'm impressed. Nice jump on the kit. Oh, yeah. You go. Oh, and then the freedom of approach to the tom thing is very cadenza-like. You go, dude. Alright, we're jamming again. We're not doing a good job of balancing the material between the battery and the back right now. Oh, the lead guitar's hip. Yeah. Cool. Really interesting sequential development of the tom thing. Cool. Rock on. Oh, you're doing the school figures and the individual elements of the battery, but with the rhythm section jamming with it. That takes it to a different level, does it not? Yeah, that's pretty convincing. Yeah, these open things are losing a little intensity and clarity. The body things really help out, but we just got to define that a little bit better in time, that's all. But what you're about is a very refreshing and unique approach to this particular medium, and I'm just digging it. Oh, you go. Thank you. Mature concepts of tone shaping from the soloist. Yeah. And you've got the act down pretty strong about balancing the textures between the electric, the acoustic, wind, and percussion things. The orchestration's a little thick here, and the keyboard mallet selection's not helping that. There's a lot of contact sound, so it's not really cohesive vertically in terms of definition. A lot of stuff on the page. Go Reeds. Yeah, I appreciate the detailing and shaping, the weighting, nuancing. Yeah, trumpets. Boy, the bottom guys really support that well. Good for you. And the modulation in the 2 beats pretty solid. All right. And the mellophones just dig in. You really do seem to be communicating a sense of fun with this, an intensity of communication. That's really great. We're going to match it a little bit, but we got the piccolo over the top of that. Laying it out in octaves like that's pretty risky. Going to have to match really well. I'm just thinking about the keyboards, their involvement sort of sporadic. Maybe if you give them some more accessory stuff and not have to be just totally on that one particular instrument they're standing in front of all the time, they could contribute in other ways, and you wouldn't feel like you're having to manufacture things for them to do. Because I've sort of got the sense a couple times that's sort of what the thought process has been about. Cool. This really is really strong. And you're just not selling out. I mean, you're laying it out there the way you want it. Man, I got my Bic lit. Woohoo! This is so cool. Now you mosh one of those guys and I'm going to go nuts. What are we getting from your guard guy now? Well, the pit looks like they're ready to bounce. Oh, you're outside, let me tell you. Just the attitude of the folded arms alone sends me. A little flow on. Just relax the sound. Let it be warm. That's why you're on that horn, right? And stretch the release a little bit so it doesn't just end abruptly, okay? Just to be true to that emotional value at the very conclusion. But man, what an interesting show. Very emotional, certainly has its share of context relative to depth, but I just thought, man, I had a ball. This was very refreshing. Helped make the day a good one. Thank you so much. And you guys in the front percussion, I want you to start looking happier about life, would you? You got every reason to be having a great time, so look like it. Thanks.